Hello and welcome to Career Education. Today we are looking at strategies for healthy school work life balance. And before you roll your eyes at this topic, this is a super important topic and one that many of us struggle with achieving. It really does impact our health and well-being, relationships, just every aspect of our life. So it's super important to be thinking about this and looking at some strategies for working toward this goal. What is a balanced lifestyle? Work-life balance or school-life balance can be hard to define, but in an ideal world, it's a state of balance between a person's professional, in your case school, and personal priorities. Prioritizing your work time equally as much as time for your family, well-being, interests, health, and relationships. The benefits of a balanced lifestyle: you're happier. People who maintain a balanced lifestyle experience a sense of fulfillment and are happier in life. You're healthier. People who have a better work-life balance reduce the risks of physical and mental health challenges. You have better energy and better mood, improved productivity in all facets of life, and strengthened relationships. And relationships are really better when your stress is reduced. Many people are led to believe that it's impossible to find balance because there just isn't enough time in the day or energy in the body. It simply feels impossible to balance all that life throws at us on any given day of the week. It's kind of like a game of Jenga.
I must say, Leonard, when I first heard your idea for giant Jenga, I was skeptical. The looming threat of being crushed under a pile of lumber does add a certain spice. I've never felt so alive.
What this balance looks like in reality is different from person to person. For some, work-life balance may mean the ability to stop working at 4 every day and to spend the rest of the evening pursuing personal interests. For others, it may mean being able to work a really flexible schedule in order to prioritize caregiving duties or something else. Either way, there is harmony in different areas of your life: your school, work, family, friends, hobbies, health, me time, and other priorities become equally important. If you generally feel happy, contented, healthy, and well-rested, then you're probably doing a pretty good job of this whole balance thing. But what happens when your life is out of balance? Having an unbalanced lifestyle has immediate and long-term effects on our health and well-being. This is confirmed by many recent studies, which clearly show that conditions related to an unbalanced lifestyle may include heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, and many other chronic diseases. These may be preventable or even reversible by reducing stress through adopting a healthy and balanced lifestyle. Signs you could be out of balance: burnout, loss of motivation, brain fog, mental health issues, stress, misery, boredom, poor overall health. You could have fatigue and a strain on your relationships because you are not keeping them in balance. If you often feel tired, low, or that every day is a struggle, then it could be time to reassess priorities or manage your time better. If you don't feel like the problem is going away, or if you have concerns about your mental health, of course, you should always see a professional. So with that said, how can you manage your time and energy in a way that leaves you feeling fulfilled and engaged as a whole human being? What can you do to allow you to show up as your best self in every aspect of your life? We have to decide what it is that matters to us and what is deserving of our time, energy, and even money, and then arrange our lives accordingly. We asked some adults, what advice would you give to someone to help them achieve a balanced life? Tip number 1 is from Selena, who says that we need to do more of what makes us happy. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Selena. My tip for work-life balance: we all should strive to do more of what makes us happy. Finding a career that you enjoy is part of this. After high school, I worked in a grocery store. While I liked the staff, I didn't love what I was doing. After this gap year, I was able to continue part-time at the store while going to college to earn my education assistant diploma. There is a shortage in this field, so I found my job quickly. Now, I have a career that I really find meaningful. And this happiness transfers to all aspects of my life.
I agree with Selena. This applies to career choices as well as other parts of your life. You may have heard the expression, choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Now, many people find joy and meaning in volunteering. You've heard about the benefits of volunteering before. It brings joy to the volunteer and to those who benefit from the service. As part of finding balance, this is an example of where you can prioritize. Choose an organization you enjoy and commit to serving when you can. But don't feel like you need to jump into every volunteer group or opportunity. You can head towards finding a career that makes you happy by choosing electives you will enjoy or finding opportunities that relate to directions that may be of interest to you. In school, you have made choices in order to take the courses you enjoy. In these courses, you may have found people with similar interests. You also have career advisors that can help you find opportunities related to your interests so you can do more of what makes you happy and work toward a career that will make you happy. Ikigai is a Japanese word for when you can match what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Iki what?
Ikigai. Ikigai.
Ikigai?
Ikaga. Ikigai?
Ikigai? I don't know. IKEA. IKEA?
Akijia.
Ikigai? Kiki. Kika. Kajai.
Ikigai.
If you achieve this, you will be able to do more of what makes you happy. Tip number 2 is to watch out for time wasters. Let's see what this university student has to say about this.
I am a university student. To find balance, I've learned I have to limit time wasters such as Netflix, Instagram, or Snapchat so that I have time for my priorities, school, my health, and my friends. And when I have to study, I put my devices on Do Not Disturb mode so that I can better focus. When my time is my own, what I do has a big impact on reducing stress and my overall well-being.
Time management, as you can see, is so important and an entire other lesson. But regarding time wasters, if you find yourself becoming increasingly obsessed with staying connected, it may be actually a sign to unplug, for a little while at least. Unplugging yourself can help you reset, and this important break allows your mind to stop being in a constant doing mode. Don't be afraid to unplug. For now, I'll just suggest to block some time each day where you are offline and can be present with yourself, with your priorities, or with the people you are with. So tip number 3 is to get moving and take breaks. Let's see what our physiotherapist and sports trainer friend has to say.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm a physiotherapist and sports trainer. My tip? Did you know sitting is being considered as the new smoking? During the school or work day, get moving during your breaks. This gets more oxygen to your muscles and brain, will re-energize you, and help to increase focus. And in the evenings, please do not sit at a computer or gaming system for hours, especially if you sit a lot at work. Focus on your priorities and loved ones instead.
So research shows that even a 30-second micro break where you just stand up where you are and march or stretch or move for 30 seconds can improve concentration, reduce stress, keep you feeling engaged, and make your work and tasks feel more enjoyable. Tip number 4 is to schedule social and physical activity into your life. Let's see what our guest has to say about that.
My name is Eric. I am a computer programmer by day. I am also in a classic rock band. It is a lot. To help with balance, I plan some social and physical activity in my week, and then actually do them, no excuses. I schedule in gym workouts with a friend and my family likes to have dinner together every Friday unless my band is playing. You can make time for these activities and put them in your calendar like you would your job or school day. I believe in the no excuses principle both in my job and in my personal life.
Thanks, Eric. Prioritizing physical health is so important, and planning social activities also helps to build and maintain your support network. This brings us to tip number 5. We need to invest in our relationships. A strong network of supportive people, both inside and outside of work or school, gives an enormous buffer against life stressors. On the flip side, the more lonely and isolated you are, the greater your vulnerability to stress. This network will check in on you like you will check in with them. They will help you in so many ways. Tip number 6, take timeouts for me time. Let's hear what Bethany has to say about this.
Hi, I'm Bethany. I own a small home decor business. My tip for work-life balance is this: give yourself timeouts. Be sure to leave time for yourself, with no studying, no friends, and no activities. Take this time to walk, think, draw, read, meditate, do yoga, practice deep breathing, or even have a bubble bath. And don't forget how important sleep is to your health.
Thanks, Bethany. Most of us have good intentions when it comes to our personal time. But the reality is we get caught up in other things or stuck on our devices, and all these good intentions go out the window. You may have a hectic schedule, but ultimately managing your time is within your control. Tip number 7 is from Taylor, and it's a really important tip: to set priorities and know that it's okay to say no sometimes. Let's hear what Taylor has to say.
Hi, I'm Taylor. My tip for finding work-life balance is to learn to say no. Doing more is not always better. Some people seem to think that constant busyness makes us more worthy and important. However, in order to find balance, we have to avoid the trap of thinking that more things, more commitments, more everything is the way to go. Doing less can mean doing each thing better and having time for fitness and friends.
Whether we like it or not, we cannot do it all. And if you disagree or think you can, well, then I would argue that we cannot do it all well. So, a quick review of our tips that we covered today. Do more of what makes you happy. Watch out for time wasters. Get moving and take breaks. Schedule social and physical activity into each week. Invest in relationships. Take timeouts. We call this me time. Set priorities and say no to some things. So your assignment this week has 2 options, all right? So in my blueprint for option number 1, you will create a journal box called Balance, and you'll complete some responses to evaluate where you are in terms of balance and where you can grow. You'll ask yourself, does your current balance feel right? Are you tired or energized? Are you sinking or swimming? And then you can think about how you spend your time currently. Which do you believe you personally get enough time for from a list of important items in our life here? And then think about which you do not have enough time for. And then think about when you're wasting time, what are you usually doing? Do you think this helps with your balance? And you can explain that. And then you can set a plan to improve your balance in 2 areas based on some of the tips in this lesson or ideas of your own. This is all laid out in more detail on your assignment sheet. Let's take a look at option 2. Using a tool of your choice, you could create a poster of the top 5 or all 7 tips for healthy school work-life balance. Be sure to give it a title, format it nicely, and add appropriate visuals. Consider personalizing it with reminders that are specific to you and your priorities and needs. For example, take timeouts, me time. And you could even put a few ideas for yourself, like gratitude journal, box breathing, playing the guitar. Once you're done, you can upload it to my blueprint, and there are directions for if you did it in your Office 365, how to add it. If it's done in Google Docs or somewhere else, then you need to download it. Don't put in a link and add a box, media file, and so forth. And if it's done on paper, you'll be able to take a picture of it and add it. So these directions are all on your assignment page in your team. So a little bonus suggestion, this isn't for marks, no one's going to be checking it, is At your residence this evening, ask an adult about their work-life balance, how they work towards this, and the struggles they have to achieve it. Balance will not look the same for everyone. Finding your unique life balance will simplify your life in a way that brings freedom and peace of mind. The life balance skills you build now will help you throughout your life as things grow, shift, and change. That's it for this week. We'll see you next time.